The client is Red Leaf, a military biotech. They're after something extremely rare. You're to bring back biological samples. Blood, skin, hair, organs. As for the rest, make sure no one else can ever find it. What Red Leaf wants is very valuable, but only if they have exclusive ownership. You're looking for something most believe is extinct. The rarest, most elusive creature on the planet. The client has evidence it still exists. If so, it may be the very last one.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
This is Cheapseat Reviews.
Hello, and thank you for listening to Cheapseat Reviews, the podcast that explores the Hollywood film industry for the greater good. This is episode something. What is this? Episode 167, and tonight we're talking about The Hunter. I am Sean Allred, and joining me tonight is Andrew Twig to the Face Jemison.
Hello, Bruce.
That was the. I wish somebody. I wish somebody in this movie was actually named Bruce. That would have been better. Corny Tasmanian tiger tastes like chicken. Logan. Would have again. This movie would have been better had there been Tasmanian devils. And finally, Sam.
Oh, there was actually. There were several.
Oh well. I meant like the cartoon one.
Oh, the Tasmanian.
Yeah, the actual one that tries to eat Bugs Bunny for some reason. And Sam, Tree Speakers Vector.
Good day, mates. I'm going to venture forth from the southern end of Tasmania down here with my good friend Ben. Ben, you know Ben, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Ben. I was wondering if Ben Affleck was going to join us again tonight.
Yes, he's a jolly chap, aren't you, Ben? Yes, I am. I'm over here having an imposters. All right, I'll leave him alone, but we'll talk about this movie tonight.
What the hell?
That's got to be the worst Australian accent.
Andrew, were you with us when Sam went like on a 2-episode binge where he made a stick figure puppet of Ben Affleck and for some reason gave him this strange Australian accent?
I was not around at that point.
Oh my gosh,
it was quite strange.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Anyway,
every now and then Ben has to.
Very sad that I missed that.
Has to make his appearance.
Yeah.
He's getting drunk. He's getting tanked over there with his mates.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, that was fun. This is 2011's The Hunter, starring Willem Dafoe and that girl from Bedazzled and
that's who that was.
That guy from Jurassic Park who went crazy and poked out his eyes and became the devil. No, a different movie. And no one else you've ever heard of. And some really sweary kids. And, yeah.
A dirty house.
In a dirty house with a bunch of hippies.
Yep.
And one really painfully awkward hopping man that's in this movie that just really bothered me a lot. So anyway, if you were wondering what the movie The Hunter is, not only was also Andrew was wondering what that movie was. But Andrew, tell us what the movie is, The Hunter.
Well, Martin, a mercenary.
Martin.
Is he really a mercenary?
I don't know.
A mercenary.
I didn't get mercenary.
I didn't either.
I thought maybe he was a big game hunter.
Yeah, I did too.
It'd make more sense that way.
IMDb says he's a mercenary. I don't believe that, but okay. He is sent from Europe by a mysterious biotech company. Is he sent from Europe?
He was in Paris
Germany.
hanging out. No, he was in Paris.
All right. Sorry, I must have missed that.
Oh, was it Germany?
Anyway, he was sent by a biotech company to the Tasmanian wilderness on a hunt for the last...
Red October.
Oh, which is a way better movie.
Yeah, a hunt for the last Tasmanian tiger.
Okay.
Wow.
There you go.
And they basically want its DNA. They want its genetic material for some reason.
So they can make an
So they can
island.
clone it and make dinosaurs.
Yeah, make an island.
Well,
of
the
them.
paralysis. Apparently, there was some sort of paralysis medicine they were going to get out of it.
Yeah, they do want it on their special island.
Yes. Well, it is an island, Tasmania.
It is. You're right.
I was talking about Elidis.
He's
What Sam Neill does on the other.
he's a Nublar.
Nublar, yeah.
Yeah. And then
I don't
there's.
know what I just said.
It's okay. It's fine. Thank you for that read, Andrew. That was most helpful.
Yeah.
Well, it's an important job. There's no room for mistake.
I'm going to start off by saying this. I'm going to say this up front.
So don't make any.
I am so flippin' tired of watching these low-budget shit films. My God. I cannot wait until next week because we inserted something so much better. I'm so tired of this low-budget garbage. I don't know if it's supposed to be like this art house kind of whatever. I know it's based on a book, but
Stupid book.
just, yeah. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on location at a friend's house because I'm having to do, I'm working a gig next 3 or 4 days.
Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, my buddy Chris. He's let me crash this pad tonight, but unfortunately, what I thought was my clever way of transferring all of my audio files to my phone didn't work. So I have none of my clips. So Corny's gonna have to be my soundboard tonight.
So Ben and I will act out some of these clips.
Well, I think we all. No, we're not gonna let you act out the clips. I still have the clips. I do still have those. But I basically have to rely on Corny. So whenever I say, all right, Corny, time for our top 3, you're going to have to say, excuse me while
I actually... Excuse me while I whip this out.
Yeah, that's our top 3. So
Yeah, I don't remember what things do. So
no, that's fine.
yeah,
That's fine. I can prompt you. This will be great. This will be the best podcast ever. About the worst movie ever.
It always is. Yeah.
Each one we get just a little bit better, except the ones that we're not. Anyway, so none of us had seen this before, right?
No.
Nope, and never will again.
And I'm actually curious. And how did this end on the list? Was this just something that someone said, "Hey, this looked kind of interesting. Let's just throw it on the list"? I mean, it's fine. I'm not mad.
I think I threw it on the list. I'll take blame for this one.
I'm not mad at you. I mean, again,
it had William Dafoe, and I thought, hey.
Well, I mean, the posters.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah,
that's actually really fair.
and the posters got him with a gun, and I thought, well, this is another one of those kind of. So, like, if we all think back to like what middle of 2005, when I can't remember when it was, 2005, 2008, whenever Taken was made, right? And
when it was took?
Yeah, when Taken was tooken, and everyone was like, "Oh, wait, Sam, you don't have to keep doing that." Oh, fine, somebody.
That was making it sound.
Okay.
Sorry.
Listeners, just so you know, there's some weird noise that only the 3 of us can hear. Sean cannot hear it, and every time it happens, we're cacawing to drive him insane.
Well,
basically because it sounds like someone choking a chicken.
Yeah.
Weird. That's a strange sound.
Euphemistically.
Yeah. That's a strange sound you guys are having, man. Weird.
Can't do that in North Carolina. What do you?
Go weird ghosts in the machines. I am back in North Carolina. I'm excited about that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I need to meet you down there. I need to get some fireworks.
Okay. Oh, you mean in South Carolina?
Yeah.
Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, no, what I was saying is, Sam, I'm not mad at you for throwing this on here. I mean, I'm okay. Again, part of our mantra, our mission statement is to explore the Hollywood film industry. So for the greater good. I mean, this is what we're here to do. but I'm actually kind of tired of this stuff. So I can't wait till next week to do one of the films that we may or may not do. We haven't. I think we actually haven't decided before we started recording which one we're going to do yet. So it'll be an either or kind of a scenario. So either way, they'll be great. But without having all been said and all that ado out of the way, Andrew, I will let you do your voodoo that you do so well.
All right. Well, this was some time in my life that I'll never get back.
A lot less time than we had.
Yeah, but I will. But I will say that the time that I did spend with this movie, I was bored out of my mind. And this, okay, I have to preface this a little bit. I love my family. I love my father dearly, but he is a hunter, and I am not. And so I spent a lot of my childhood in the woods, sitting
into the woods
for hours on end, waiting for an animal that would helplessly walk by and that I could shoot for some reason. Not because we needed the meat, but for sport.
For the sport, yeah.
And even when I was 10, I thought, the hell am I doing holding a shotgun at 10 years old? And,
doesn't my dad know better?
But no, so even then I found that stuff kind of boring, and watching it is worse than living it. And I don't know about you guys, but I did not see that the Tasmanian tiger as being that formidable of a foe, a formidable of a Defoe. And,
nice.
It just doesn't seem, it's not like a vicious animal. I mean, maybe, but to me, when you saw it on screen finally at the end, you think it's like a dog.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
bad for it.
Well, yeah, but the point of it is that not that it's a formidable opponent; it's that it's an animal that we believe to have been extinct since the 1930s, and somehow one has survived all this time.
It's like Nessie.
And he and then he shoots it so that no one can have it. Kind of thing.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. He shoots it. It's whatever. It's what we do. We spoil shit.
No, I'm saying in the Hunter 2, they find out there's actually a whole pack.
No, there's not going to be. See,
Wait, what? There's a Hunter 2?
No.
Yeah.
And
I call bull.
It's another hour and 45 minutes of watching somebody set traps and rub mud on themselves and take smoke baths.
Oh, jeez.
No, this yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, all right.
Did I like it? No. I'm done. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. No, corny.
Hey.
I'll have to agree that this movie was right terrible. And furthermore,
that's not a bad Australian, but you sound high. Or a little drunk.
it's okay. That's entirely possible.
Yeah. All right, I guess all Australians.
For like the 5th week in a row, I'm with Andrew on this one. It was an hour and 45-minute movie. It could have been done in 30.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This would have been a good short film.
Yeah. There's so much dead time, and there's no payoff to said dead time.
No pun intended.
The one moment that I wanted to happen didn't, where he goes on a murderous rampage.
Dude, he almost, I thought he was going full Rambo there for a second.
I really wanted him to.
I did too. I wanted,
and he didn't.
He's this guy with this particular set of skills. I mean, like, I kind of got excited when you look at the poster, it's him with his hunting rifle, and it's like, oh, right, like he's a mercenary, right? No, he's just an outdoorsman. I mean, he's just
yeah.
He's Bear Grylls with a gun.
He's Les Stroud, yeah. Bear Grylls.
I
thought it was going to be a spy versus spy movie.
Yeah, like
type of thing. in the wilderness.
Yeah, like the last. So remember, I know we're jumping all over you, corny, but you know the Bourne Identity movie, the first one.
Yeah, and then the
good
outside
one.
scene. Where
Yeah, the
he's,
outside scene, right when he's fighting Clive Owen. I wanted an hour and 40 minutes of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not the 15 seconds that you got.
yeah, the only time that anything happened, like it like shook me awake, and I was like, oh shit, it's the bad guy, and things are happening, and
Or he's being shot at. Oh crap!
Wow, shit, it's the bad guy.
I don't know what that voice was. I'm sorry, but no, I was like, oh cool, things are happening, and then he's got zip tied, and then dead, and then it was over, and then you get and then the part of the movie that really pissed me off, and then it's the most anticlimactic climactic movie I think I've ever seen. Honestly, go ahead, Corey.
I don't know. I got a Woody from it.
No, you didn't. By what do you mean? A stick to the eye.
Burned house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. There are 3 people to care about. 2 of them die.
No.
Yeah.
Horrible fire. It's
And one is now probably scarred for life, and who was already scarred for life.
Yeah, he never said a word. Yeah.
How did the other 2 die?
Oh, they
died.
Oh, that's part you missed. So, so when he goes,
I knew they died. I just didn't know how.
yeah, they died in a fire. So basically, bad guy, what comes to track down Defoe because he's not doing his job. You know, he
The one who
sneaks.
gets his leg in the bear trap.
Yeah. Okay. And here's the
Yes.
thing that really, there's lots of things that really piss me off in this movie. But I bet you, I'm actually curious, Corny, if this bothered you as much as it bothered me, being that you are the IT person that you are. William Dafoe, world-class mercenary, supposedly, right? Likes to take baths and listen to fancy music.
Vivaldi.
I really want to swear right now, but I'm not going to. Doesn't put a fucking password protect on his laptop in a house of children.
or at least a biometric lock because those things exist.
I mean, even in
Yes.
2011.
You wanted to see what they would get from Overstock.
Oh, my Lord. It was the stupidest thing. There's no reason why Bad Guy could have... I mean, unless the book was written... Well, the book was actually written in 1999. So, maybe the hero...
There's still technology to stop people from getting on.
Right, but my point is maybe in 1999, the hero didn't have... Or the whatever his name was, the hero.
Or take the battery with you.
He didn't have a laptop, but maybe it was like he found his diary with the photo of the cave, whatever bullshit. But in this movie, he had a laptop, put a password on it, and then Bad Guy can't find where you are. It was so stupid. And then he sets the house on fire, and only the boy gets out, and the mom and the daughter die. And at that point in the movie, I was done. I was so pissed at the movie for making me care about these people only to kill them. I'm like, what? Am I watching Game of Thrones? What is happening?
But see,
I had the same comment.
There are some people out there that I don't know, enjoy getting wrapped up in that kind of stuff.
Who are these people?
They're called masochistics.
Sometimes I enjoy
must be from Kansas.
a good film that is sad.
Yeah,
That has hard material that you have to get through.
I know, but
there's payoff.
yeah.
There's no payoff.
There was
There's
no
joy.
payoff.
There's no payoff.
Well,
in this
sometimes
movie.
there's no payoff. Sometimes it just ends sad.
Yeah, and that's what this movie.
Sometimes
Go ahead. Sir.
sometimes main characters get killed off at their own wedding, and certainly you have people that will get all
red
up in arms over it, but then you've got people that are like, oh well,
Shit
crap
happens.
happens to good people too.
Yeah, no, I mean, shit happens all the time in real life, which is why I don't like to watch stuff that makes me sad and depressed, because that's why I like to watch movies and stuff, because it's entertaining and not sad.
That's why Archer is awesome.
I should watch that, or maybe not. I don't know.
You should.
Okay.
If you don't like to drink, it'll make you like to drink.
Yep.
There's the problem there. Were you done? I'm sorry, Corny. We completely hijacked your segment.
Much like this movie hijacked my joy and time. Yeah, I'm done. I agree with you. I can't wait for next week's movie, because whatever it is, it'll be far better than this. But damn, I mean, you got Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
He's already weird. And if you're not making them weird, I mean,
Well, I
don't know, put them on a glider or something.
I mean,
and,
they
and
did
made them chase around with Spider-Man.
right. I mean, they did make him take a bath with 2 children. That was weird.
That was creepy.
Yeah, that really came out of nowhere. Were you guys uncomfortable with that?
So
Yes,
the
very.
part that made me really kind of uncomfortable, and so there's like this kind of weird, and I know the movie's rated R, but like, I don't know. There's something about children being naked on screen that I don't know. Like remember? I mean, hell, the original Superman when 4-year-old
baby.
yeah, Clark Kent, picks up the car, you see his Doodle there. So like, it's not. I know it's different, but like,
It's a super doodle.
but like, the Super Doodle. Oh, that's the name of the episode.
Hey, I finally got one.
Oh, Super Doodle. That right there was the funniest moment of this entire movie, and it didn't happen with this movie. I mean, there was no joy, there was no fun. What was my point? My point was I didn't like the bathroom scene, bathtub. I don't know. It just it's because I know she and the boy are wearing bathing suits, and so was Defoe. But I don't know. It just. I mean, Sam, you have a daughter her age, right? Like,
I was going to say, I think if you have kids, you think about stranger danger, and the mother is like passed out, right? So
Well-
she is out of the picture at that point.
I'm
And it
actually
just
going on a
feels-
different. I'm at a different level with it. I'm not worried about stranger danger and Defoe in the bathtub because right now he's the only quote unquote man in the house. I'm not that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more concerned with the fact that would you, Sam, let your Lucy's 5? How old is she? How old?
Yeah.
5.
She's 6.
6. How?
Shoot, she looks like 30.
Man, you at least 30. How old do you think that girl was in the movie?
You look 30.
The girl was what, 8 or 9, maybe.
8 or 9. So she's a
Yeah,
little older.
I mean,
So
she-
I mean, I guess I don't know.
She could drop the F-bomb with ease. She knew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she sure could. I guess my point is like, I mean, are we okay with the fact that she was essentially naked in front of with a crew? At least the cameraman, director, boom operator, William Dafoe. Like that's my weirdness.
Yeah.
It's like, you want my
I guess
daughter?
the-
You want my daughter to do what?
I guess it also depends on the culture,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because in some countries that
Not a
is
big
more
deal.
acceptable than it is here, and Australia being one of those countries, probably where
We had the bottom of the wheel. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't know for sure. I've never been there, but
How about you, Ben?
Yeah, crikey, we naked all the time down there.
it's a whole new meaning to blooming onion.
For some reason, Ben is in the bathroom next door. That's what it sounds like.
Well, he's taking a big one.
Oh, that's gross.
He had a big dinner. Yeah.
Gross.
We don't have no clothes on the back.
Would that shit be the Batman versus Superman film? Because
Wow.
Oh,
Sam, is it your turn?
I'm sorry.
Or something? I don't know.
I don't know. Did Corny ever finish?
I don't know.
that's true. That's what she said.
It's like this movie.
Oh.
It just
It's just like I said, it's like this
keep
movie.
going.
We don't know.
keeps going. We're not sure what's happening.
Yeah, we
this-
should just sit here and just kind of listen
Yeah.
to the ambient sounds.
We should
Somebody
do
put
that.
on
And every once in a
Nate-
while, somebody yell bang because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
this movie went.
Yeah, and then we'll introduce something, and then we won't explain it, and then we'll move on, and then we have to do some bullshit thing like speakers in a tree because that's real. God, that pissed me off.
But
too.
see, that's character building.
No,
Surround sound.
He had found the father's bones, so he was taking over the father role for the family.
okay. You've just said the thing that has pissed me off. Let's go there. He found the father's bones, and so what does he do? He buries it. Fine. So,
But he keeps the thermos because he needs a cold drink.
yeah, and he's gonna need a place to put tiger ashes in later for some reason. But
Yeah.
he picks up the skull, and the camera sees it. There is a hole, a sizable
Oh,
hole in the head of the skull. So
Somebody killed that
Someone
man.
shot him.
He did.
Who
He
shot
did.
him? We don't get resolution to that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
That moment should have ratcheted up the tension in terms of there is somebody else out here
yeah,
that is killing people.
they're killing everybody out here.
right. So
You know,
How'd you
and
get- how'd you
then
win?
and then that's when you introduce the person in the woods
who shot at him earlier and who hung the noose with the
right.
metal.
There's some ominous thing happening that we never get payoff for. Is it the drunk loggers?
I agree.
Like,
was not happy,
and it couldn't have been the drunk loggers because they're just there to add tension for no other reason. And by the way, the guy that was the main drunk logger, he's got his own TV show now called The Thing with the Lady with the Tattoo. You know what I'm talking about?
The dragon tattoo.
No, the girl has got all the tattoos on her, and she wakes up, and then
that's blind something.
The blind spot,
no,
blind side, blind
something.
Yeah,
three blind mice, and he was also in 300 too. 300.
Was he ripped?
Yeah, it kind of was. He has sex with Ava Green, and it's actually kind of great.
Yeah, this is order. Yeah.
But anyway, my point is like.
Hey, Ben, have you had sex with Eva Green?
Crikey, twice in one night.
It's a long ass shit, man. You should seek medical attention.
Right. Need some prunes or something. Shit, dude. No, so like
having done it, it's Ben. What can I say?
So I thought that it was going to be Sam Neill. He's already been established as this kind of jealous guy. It kind of makes sense that maybe he killed him so he could be with the mom, whatever. But then, like, no,
or the loggers. Somebody, one of the loggers, the guy that keeps trash talking him in the bar or something.
Well, I never thought he was smart enough to do this kind of a thing. He always kind of came across as super oafish. But like, then I wanted Defoe to be mad and go to the bar. When he was a little mad or sad or whatever he was, and he gets a beer, and then what's his name?
Does he get a logger?
When what's his name goes up to him and then he like choke grabs him, right? I was like, yeah, now we're gonna finally get to see a fight scene. Nope, he just walks out like a puss.
Yeah, he didn't even drink his beer.
No, he didn't. At a party foul. So
and he paid for it.
Yeah,
it was warm.
So anyway, the movie it creates this. I mean, that's
it was ice cold forces. For B.
Or Tasmanian for B. I don't know. But yeah, that's the hopping man that just drove me crazy. It's like, well, who killed him?
Why?
And why? And was he getting too close, or is it because Red Leaf paid him to do it, and then he decided to turn on Red Leaf, so they sent an assassin?
Here's my thing. He found out that the guy was hired by Red Leaf, right?
Yep.
So the whole idea and kind of the craziness that came. How could I say this? The craziness that came after he found that out was that if he didn't succeed, Red Leaf was going to keep sending people to try to kill him.
Well, no, I meant,
right?
Yes, that you're correct. What my point was the father, Jared.
The father.
I was expecting that. Why did he have to die? You know what I'm saying? Like, he went there originally because he was hired by Red Leaf to track the tiger. And then he found it, and then I think he decided he's not going to help them anymore. Find it. He was trying to make it go away or whatever. And then all of a sudden he appears dead. So that's what made me think, oh, there's another hunter out here hired by Red Leaf to make sure that blah, 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 blah. And we get none of that. Like, I want Clive Owen in the woods to be out there trying to kill.
I agree. I think that's where the script, other than the 40 minutes before that point, went crazily awry in terms of telling a story that I would be interested in.
Right.
I think it still told a story. It was just boring as hell.
Well, yeah.
Right?
And honestly,
I mean, there's lots of books out there that'll bore you to death.
Yeah, and I'm actually kind of interested to know, like, how in the world did this book make it to a top list of anything? I mean, maybe this is that kind of book that, because it goes into such great detail about why he's doing the hunting things that he's doing or whatever. I don't know, but
yeah,
I kind of felt like I was on a boat in the middle of a swimming pool fishing.
I'm on a boat. Got flipper floppers.
Waiting for the fish to bite.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I mean,
it's a hunting movie, just like you mentioned. It's
hunting for a story, hunting for a plot.
When you're hunting, there is a lot of downtime. You know, I've had uncles fall out of trees before because they've fallen asleep. They got so bored that they fell asleep in the tree. So
I always put a strap on my wood.
Gotta be safe.
Yeah, got to be safe. So I think, I don't know if the movie was trying to recreate that idea of hunting being so damn boring, but that's kind of what I got from it.
The movie to me,
I thought it was beautiful. I mean, it was wow, I didn't know Tasmania had areas like that.
I'm pretty sure it's just British Columbia.
But I mean, I have to agree with Sean in terms of, God Lord, this would have been an amazing short film and gotten the same message across.
Well, they filmed this in Tasmania.
Do what?
They filmed this in Tasmania.
Yeah. See, I figured. I thought they would. So I have a hard time grasping around it, only because I don't know. Sam Neill was a jerk, and I don't like seeing him like that.
I just want to point out that I've only seen him as a jerk in the majority of the movies he's been in.
Well, yeah.
Hush your face.
I've seen 3, and 2 of them he's been an evil asshole.
Wait, no, you've seen 4.
Wait, what 4 have we seen?
What was this, the 4th one?
Well, we have seen now 4 movies on this podcast.
Oh, shit.
Right?
Was he in Hunt? No.
No. Yeah, Hunt for October, yeah. I will have rabbits, and she will cook them for me. I will buy a recreational vehicle, and will drive from state to state.
I forgot about that.
I think I will have 2 wives. Well, of course, you must have 2. Yeah, he's in Hunt for October.
Oh, shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So.
Well, either way, he's so that's 3 out of 4 then. He's been a bad guy.
Yeah, or just a bad... No, 2 of them, half. He's a good guy in Hunt for October. For all intents and purposes, he's a good guy. And he's a good guy in Jurassic Park. And then... No, you say no. He's in the perspective of the dinosaurs, he's the bad guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna watch the trailer to see how they set this movie up.
No, okay. Well, while Sam does that, what was I gonna say? Oh, I don't know. So yeah,
are you ready? Are you ready for a clip? I've got a clip for you.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Sure.
I'm gonna play the clip now.
All right.
Bang! That was a clip.
Oh, the gunshot. Yeah, I will say this: that gunshot scared my wife to a point that she almost dropped her iPad because it was loud. I mean, it was the sound design on it was because it made it sound like it was 3 inches away from his face when they fired it, as opposed to wherever it was, because we don't know where it was. But like my second note was I hate movies that make kids swear. I just don't like that. Like that's why I don't like Kick-Ass. Is because
I have to disagree. I enjoy kid swearing. It's hilarious to me.
It's the same effect as making Betty White say shit like, "If I had a dick, I'd tell you to suck it." I mean, it's funny because they're old. You know,
it's comedy gold.
I know you're right. It's not. It's actually one of my favorite things that she's ever said in her life. But I don't know. I don't like watching kids swear. It's all. I don't like watching kids do things that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I wrote my fourth note was I didn't know this movie was going to have kids. So this hardened killer is going to fall for these kids, and they will probably cause his downfall. They didn't, but I thought they would. I kind of predicted it to be like he ended up having to go save them, and in order for them to escape, he has to basically die or whatever. That's kind of what I expected to happen. It's weird seeing...
The kids just ruin stuff.
Do what?
The kids just ruin stuff.
Yeah, well.
I'm kidding.
So between the four of us, there are 7 children, so...
I'm losing that battle.
Yeah. Weird seeing Dr. Grant with an Australian accent, or hearing him, I should say. I mean, he did.
Doesn't he have an Australian accent, by the way?
No, he's Irish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
By the way, I just finished the trailer I really think you guys should see the trailer because it totally pushes this thing as some sort of action suspense.
Yeah.
Like nothing about the family, nothing drama wise. It looks straight up spy thriller type of thing.
By suspense, you mean I'm suspenseful as to when something actually flipping happens?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. Like my father-in-law also was a hunter, and so, but I think, Sam, you were hinting in a direction that the movie was trying to tell us. I never got that this movie was an anti-hunting PSA. More of an.
Did you see the end title?
No. What?
You didn't see the end title card?
No.
It says in like 1-point font at the bottom.
Oh yeah,
traps and snares are illegal in Tasmania.
Yeah, I did. I saw that in the trivia.
Oh, yeah.
All the 5 pieces of trivia that are on this movie.
Somewhere there's a drum line going, man, we can't go to Tasmania.
Nice. There's a band joke for you. Traps and snares. There you go. These are the jokes, ladies and gentlemen. No, but like,
Trap queen, though.
I did see that. I did see it more as an anti-logging thing.
Yeah, they did portray them pretty.
Yeah, man, they busted.
Pretty redneck bad.
I also kind of got it funny. Again, Defoe is this hardened. Again, we're making assumptions that he's the guy you call when you need to get stuff done, and then he was all like whiny.
But he's a mercenary. They say he's a mercenary.
I know. Like even the description of the movie like lies to us because like he got all pissy when his truck got busted up. Who cares? It's a rental. Like you should
Seriously, you guys need to check the trailer because they lie. It's just crazy.
I'll watch it afterwards.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know. Watch the kid know how to fix the engine, and then he did. So I wrote this. At 38 minutes in, I'm confused. Is he just some excellent woodsman hired by a company because another company saw an animal, so he's supposed to catch one? Like, I didn't even realize that the first company that hired him was the same company that is the same company. I didn't realize they were both Red Leaf, whatever. So anyway, I missed that. Good job, movie. People have been trying for years to find this animal, and they send one dude out because, quote, he's the best. That was what I asked. So,
good trope,
I guess. Yeah, he's the best trope. Yeah, he's
Hi, mate. What do you do? I hunt the Tasmanian tiger. Aren't those extinct? I don't know. I lost the Australian there for a minute.
Went back to hackneyed English. Yeah, it was good.
Right. He said they extinct. It's fine.
I think I went into a Sean Petrie there or something.
Yeah.
Petrie. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Are you gonna finish the line or are you done?
No, I'm done.
Okay. Just like this movie, you give me a little bit and then you leave me alone.
That's right.
I love life.
What?
Feel weird. I feel like, oh, never mind. By the way, hanging normal indoor speaker boxes outside is not an ideal way to play music outside. That drove me crazy. And then the greatest outdoorsman alive is bested by a twig. My God. Like,
hey, the best of us are bested by twigs when running through the forest after a Tasmanian
devil. I have run through the woods many a time. I have never once gotten my eye poked by a stick. Because
I have actually.
Yeah. Because
I've gotten many things poked by a stick in the woods.
You do wear glasses.
Ew, Sam. Oh, we're just gonna leave that alone.
You nasty.
Yeah, no good.
Just don't go to the old Vector homestead. You might find pieces of me.
It's like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Don't say Jackson.
All right. Possible last one.
This silence was brought to you by Joe Pesci.
No, I was coughing. Drunk rednecks with Sam. Drive up, fire warning shot, and leave. Remember, Sam Neill was in the back of the pickup truck.
Oh, okay.
So again,
I'm sorry. I thought you meant me. I'm like,
yeah.
what?
I was like,
well,
what?
You do hang out with a lot of drunk rednecks. I'm sure you do live in Hickory. So
I've got a brother-in-law that's pretty
nice.
pretty redneck too.
That's okay.
We all know Chad's dad. That
Yeah.
God bless us.
Yes, we do. Chad, not Chad's dad. His dad's fine. Possible last Tasmanian tiger, the Tassie tiger, as they kept saying, and he's being paid to kill it. First time a creature's been on the planet for 150 million years, and your inclination is to kill it.
Americans.
Yeah. I was actually quoting Lost World. That was for Sam.
Yep.
Is Sam sweet on mom that he is so? Oh yeah, he's so yeah. So about again, I was me asking if he's the one that maybe killed the father.
Ooh, that'd have been interesting.
And here's another kind of dumb thing that happened in the movie that annoyed me. Like, so Sam Neill gets all jealous. He gets all jelly, peanut butter and jelly. So he calls the university, quote unquote, the university, Red Leaf, whatever. He doesn't know that. He says, there's a problem with your guy. So they send the other guy down there to investigate. And of course, his mission is basically to complete Sam's mission or Defoe's mission with or without killing him. Yet, he can come into town, find a room to rent with no problem, and everyone leaves him alone. Yet, Defoe comes into the town, they're like, we must hate you because you're foreign a-hole. Like, why don't you hate the other guy? He's a foreign a-hole.
No, I think they hate him because he's American.
No, I think...
How long was he in town, though?
The other guy? He came...
the other guy. You know, I'm wondering if he just went straight out.
Well, I mean...
Straight to the house, killed everybody, and then went straight out.
No, because he was at the bar. He was there drinking at the bar. That's how he found where Defoe was.
I might have been I might have fallen asleep by that point.
Yeah.
But
I thought that dude was with Sam Neill at the beginning of the movie.
No,
that's Sam. He was with Defoe. Right? Remember, Defoe shows up again. This movie is so bad that we're missing basic plot lines here. Defoe shows up at the airport, right, and then German nondescript European man says, Defoe says, "Who's the other guy?" And he's like, "Oh, it's rude to talk to me like that." And he goes, I only do it alone, right? So then they send that guy down.
I really thought those were the same guys.
Yeah, so he sends that guy to finish up what Defoe couldn't do because Defoe's gotten sweet on the family. So he's a foreigner in their town, and they leave him the hell alone. I think the big difference is that they didn't give him a cover story that he's from the university.
Yeah, so he wasn't that grainy.
Right. But he was there just as long as Defoe. I mean, he went straight to the bar, and he got a beer, and no one bothered him. And maybe because also they're associating, because they were giving him a lot of grief early on, and I thought it was because, eventually I think, it was because he was staying at the house with the guy who was trying to stop the loggers, so they just assumed that he had the same kind of beliefs as them, that logging is evil and whatnot. So,
did anybody else find it uncomfortable when the mother finally woke up and then ran outside and gave him a big hug?
No, I thought it was way more uncomfortable that he gave her a bath, she acknowledged it, and we moved on. Like, I think normal people would have been pissed. Wait, you gave my son tells me you gave me a bath. Yep, and we
goes, hell yeah, I did.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Some nasty draws.
Yeah.
Well, you smell like some shit. So
she needed help.
Yeah.
Yeah, you smell awful. It was terrible. Yeah.
Ooh, the lady.
You did not smell like a lady, so I had to.
Corny, you'll appreciate this. I was playing Battlefield the other night, and our party is, as typically it's, when you're playing video games, it's all dudes, and then this person joins in, and it was a girl, and I said, "Ooh, it's a lady," and one person got the joke, and like two other people were like, "Yeah, there are girls that play this game," and I'm like, "Oh, you children."
Aww.
Anyway, it's fine.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. I thought it was funny. JP thought it was funny too. He got it. I call my one of my notes here is I call the biggest of bullshits on tree speakers. They would not sound that good.
I request the highest of bullshit.
Yep. Like, I wish I had a sound effect for that. I don't. Oh, if I had my soundboard.
But if you had so many of them, it'd be beautiful.
No,
I mean,
no,
the more speakers you put up in a tree, the better it'll sound. It'll sound.
That's not how it works.
Like
Sam, stop it.
That's how good it'll sound.
Sam,
no matter what the sound engineer will tell you, the more speakers.
Okay, I just muted Sam. He doesn't know that yet. So basically, that's not how sound works. If you just keep adding speakers, it doesn't do that. And by the way, when you have indoor bookshelf speakers that have been outdoors for at least a year because the father has been gone that long, the cones are going to rot and dry rot or get wet and soggy and gross. So speakers aren't going to work. Okay, Sam, I'm going to unmute you now.
Hey, Sean, you want to sound?
So the more you put in the trees,
I know you stopped because I could see your camera. So anyway, that's not how that works. It was awful.
Hey, Sean, you want to sound for a bullshit horn?
Sure.
Oh,
is it?
Nope.
Oh, like every DJ in America has to play for some reason. Actually, what I would have played is the Jeff Goldblum. Oh, that's one big pile of shit.
Oh, it's one big pile of shit.
Yeah. Speaking of one big
Jeff Goldblum, how awesome would this movie would have been with him
as the hunter
his way through it?
Him as the Tasmanian tiger.
Oh, as the tiger. Oh, he's in a mocap suit. Look at his lips.
You're gonna shoot me, huh? Well, we're gonna have to work on that.
You sound like not Perry Mason. You sound like Cary Grant all of a sudden. Not Cary. What am I saying? Who's the guy from
Harry Carey?
No, not Harry Carey. Who's the guy from It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh,
Jimmy Stewart.
Tom Hanks.
Jimmy Stewart.
Tom Hanks.
What?
I always love when I ask for a shout out of a name and whatever Sam comes with. It's always great.
Yeah.
Who was that short character who was in Game of Thrones? Joe Pesci. Yeah, that's it, Sam. Good job. Who came back to life last week?
Right.
Yeah, he came back to life last week and killed a thing.
Yes.
Sorry.
Clippy clips?
No, not yet, because I'm in a holy shoot. My microphone just fell over.
I thought it was a gunshot.
Sorry.
I thought maybe you were out in the Tasmanian wilderness and somebody took a random pot shot at you.
No, no. There's just. I'm pretty sure there's an animal behind me. I don't see it in my camera. I keep hearing this weird noises behind me, and it's freaking me out. Is there a cat back there?
Chris is telling me.
Okay.
Or it's Chris. That's an entire.
No, I can. Well, that actually would be really funny if it was. If he somehow snuck upstairs without me knowing. Seriously.
Yeah, there was some guy with a knife earlier, but.
Oh, jeez. How terrifying would that be?
No kidding, right? Anyway, Chris is freaking me out.
Yeah, Chris's house is a lot harder to get into.
Well, anyway, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Defoe in a house with the children as an international hunter didn't password protect his laptop. Oh, yeah, got that. Finally, at an hour and 19 minutes, something happened. Holy shit, wife and daughter killed. I now hate this movie. Kills it, burns it, sprinkles ashes over the valley so the evil corp won't send more people to get to it, maybe. Oh, and he adopts the kid, shows him the blue bottle, and tells him someone who we don't know killed his dad. There we go. That's all my notes. I'm done. Done with this movie. Tropes, I wrote, man with main character has a weird routine of things with a particular set of skills, and everyone in the world hates Americans.
Was he a hitman?
I don't know. It's just if he was, he was bad at it. You can let that dude sneak up on him. So, anyway, ready for some clips?
Jeez.
Okay. Clippy clips.
No.
So again, in a movie with this
Excuse me while I whip this out.
No, that's not clips. I don't have a sound effect for clips. I just play them. This movie is so devoid of fun and humor that I had to just capture anything that I thought was remotely fun. Because there's not a whole lot of dialogue in the movie anyway. I mean, the middle third of the movie, there's just not a whole lot of talking going on. So here's not something fun.
The logging tree's the only reason there's any people here at all. Or a town. So I can imagine when he arrived a few years back, he's about as popular as a snake in a sleeping bag.
There you go. Snake in a sleeping bag. That's not fun. There's a snake in my sleeping bag.
In my boot.
Yeah.
Oh, never.
What did I just do?
There's a snake in my boot.
I don't know what I just did. Damn it. All right, here we go. Number 2, maybe.
I heard one once.
There you go. There's Sam Neill making weird noises.
At least he's not interpreting raptors.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been great if he had, I've got a fossilized vocal cords of a Tassie, and he pulls it out, and then they all come up and go, Alan. Yeah, that's that's in the third movie. All right, here we go. Defoe being all Defoe.
I wonder if she's the last one. Alone, just hunting and killing, waiting to die.
Waiting to die.
Is it just me, or did when you finally saw the tiger, did they mean to make it look like she was sad?
I guess. Oh,
yeah, I'd say so.
The tiger looked down for a second, kind of like, oh,
like
hung its head.
Well, yeah, and it's like it looked at him and go, "Yep, I see you there. Time to kill me. Okay, let's get it over with. Time to shoot me."
He was like, "Oh shit, just do it."
Yeah. And then the last one.
I'm so conflicted about that last part of the movie. It just pisses me off.
Well, I mean, let's talk about it. Let's work it out, Sam. Let's because this whole movie pissed me off. So I mean, the fact.
Well,
that
I mean, the killing of it. I know he killed it so that nobody could get a hold of it.
Right.
Right. Was that the purpose?
That's the idea.
Then. And I guess if he left it living, eventually Red Leaf would get at it and kill it anyway.
Well, not just kill it. It's
I don't know.
It's not just that he killed it. He killed it in such a way that you can't collect any of its DNA ever. So, like, whatever nefarious reasons that they wanted to have the tiger in the
But
first
was it
place.
nefarious? Was it, a new medicine that could help mankind?
I don't know. We just have to assume that big corporations are evil because that's what movies tell us all the time now. Is that pretty much since 2008, big corporations are evil. I mean,
yeah.
Like if I sound like I'm bored, I am. Is because this movie was so boring. Oh, there goes the microphone again. Sorry.
Well, at least we're having fun breaking stuff.
I fun. And this one, I actually, if I would have told you that I stole this from, like Spider-Man, you might have believed me.
You need a result.
You'll get your result.
Back to formula. Yeah, I mean, he sounds like the Green Goblin right there. That's it. That's the only clips I captured.
All right. Well, I mean, you could have talked about an hour and 30 minutes of crickets chirping and literal
crickets chirping.
That's right. Okay, and this is where
wind blowing through leaves and stuff.
And this is where I'll play. And now for some more bad news. Ready? Okay. Trivia. The source novel by Julia Lee won the French Prix de l'Astrobe Estonnas Voyageurs. I'm pretty sure that's the way it's pronounced. As well, I'm sure I'm spot on. We don't have any French listeners.
Like a local.
Yeah, we don't have any French listeners. But if I did, I'm sure they would say, "Hey, good job there, guy."
That's how they would say it, dude.
Yeah.
You stupid American.
Yeah, that's what they'd say, probably. We do have some British listeners, so maybe.
And they also say, stupid American.
What the hell?
I'm not sure they would, but they might call me a stupid American. That's probably pretty accurate.
They're too polite to do that.
Right, I call you stupid American T over here. You suck it, Joe.
Yeah, it's.
Thanks, Ben.
But redneck and Australian and.
Anyway,
Knockian.
at that Knockian. Call back. The French whatever thing, as well as a British Betty Task Award. The book was also a New York Times notable book of the year. That's like the participation of book awards. It was the
You wrote something. Congratulations.
The notable book of the year, as well as being shortlisted for a number of literary prizes. It didn't make it didn't get prizes. It was just shortlisted for prizes.
Do you want me to read you a little clip out of the book here?
Oh,
yeah. Here's something from the book. It says literally here. It says close the book for 30 minutes and sit quietly. And open the book and continue reading on page 34.
I was wondering where you were going with that. That was great. Thank you. Anyway, it has been translated into 9 languages and published in all major territories. This film.
Well, it's easy to publish when there's nothing to say.
The film was made 12 years after the movie's source book was first published in 1999. This is the worst trivia ever. Approximately 40%. This is how bad the trivia is. This is like whoever was writing the trivia, who probably some crew member on the movie, was like, well, this is kind of cool. Approximately 40% of the film. Do what?
You were gone there for several seconds.
Sorry. Approximately 40% of the film's production personnel were from Tasmania, Australia's small southernmost island where the film was shot. Locations include Maydena, La Deloraine, and the Florentine Valley. What are you?
Deloraine, the Quarantine Valley.
What are you eating,
As
Sam?
in, I've already ate my dinner.
My dinner. Sam, what are you eating? Because that looks good. Looks like cake.
It's lemon bars.
Oh,
ooh, hello.
I'm a little jealous.
You want one?
Yeah, I do. I'm hungry. Which is great. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually hungry. All right, there we go. Time for I'm not even going to ask the soundtrack grade because I don't remember there even being music in this movie.
Oh no, the music was the best part of the movie.
Well, no, okay. The classical Vivaldi and
a little bit of the Boss.
Yeah, we had a little bit of that. Okay, so yeah, the music that was physically played on screen in the movie was good. I don't remember there being a score.
There was one moment towards the end when he, believe it or not, was in the woods, and and there really was some decent music because I thought, oh, this is not bad. And then I got over it.
I mean, maybe I was so mad at everything else that was happening that I just missed it. Not going to play the recasting game. Don't care. So
I would still want William Dafoe in this character.
I mean, fine, but give him something to do. All right. Corny, this is where you play the top 3 bit. No, wait. We changed it to...
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Thank you. Top 3. We're going to do William Dafoe movies. Andrew.
Oh, shit.
It's Willem.
Willem. I said Willem. Will I am.
Okay. Excuse me a moment while I whip out this iPad. Okay, so number 3, the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Okay, I've never seen that.
Isn't that's the second one of those Anderson movies he's been in, right?
Yeah, and I really enjoy that. It was very funny. And also just a good movie.
I'm hearing noises. What's happening?
Well, I'm hearing it too. I'm not sure.
All right, whatever, stopped. Okay, keep going.
Yeah. Number 2, he is Carson Clay, an actor in the Mr. Bean's Holiday movie. And not that Mr. Bean is a great movie, but seeing him in that movie is fantastic.
Hang in there,
and
Andrew.
Then,
hang in there, Andrew.
Okay.
What is happening? That's coming through on Sam.
What?
You're having major mic issues.
Okay.
You got your phone like laying on top of your cord or something, or?
No, over here.
Kill your video feed for a minute. See if it clears up. All right. Sorry, Andrew.
That might be it.
Oop, now he's muted. All right. Well, if he's muted, then the noise goes away.
I was going to say, it sounds gone.
Yeah. All right. You're number 3. You're number 1. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And number 1, Nymphomaniac Volume 2.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm just kidding. Not really.
I was like, is he in that? I mean, I don't know.
Apparently he is. It says he is on IMDb. No, number one has to be Platoon.
No.
Oh yeah,
I've never seen Platoon.
Very good.
Oh, it's a damn good movie.
Yeah, I've
Excellent.
missed a bunch of those. Like Vietnam movies. Platoon and Full Metal Jacket and what's the other one? I love the smell of napalm in the morning. The Kubrick one.
Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, he did do that one. What was the other one? Sam, your internet, you literally piped in and then it was bad. The other one. There's another one. Platoon, Jacket, and I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Anyway, moving on. I missed them all. Corny.
Once you have killed the tiger, then you have my permission to die.
Nice.
I just want to say that. My number 3 will be the first Spider-Man. First Spider-Man movie I was happy with. My number 2, John Wick.
Okay.
And he dies horribly in that movie.
Yeah.
And my number 1 was very torn because I like John Wick, but the first time that I knew that William Dafoe was actually really weird was in the Boondock Saints.
Mm-hmm. He calls that guy a fag. I love it. It's okay. He says it in the movie because he's gay. Don't. I don't want your emails. Sam, are you gonna try your microphone again? See what's going on?
All right, not bad.
Oh, that's awful.
Okay. I will do number 3 is Boondock Saints.
Oh my gosh. You should just text it to me.
Number 2, Spider-Man 2.
You're underwater.
Not in Spider-Man 2.
Number 1,
Holy dude, seriously, stop it. You're killing me. This is the worst.
Fried green tomatoes, is that what he said?
No, Finding Nemo. But he says
No.
Spider-Man 2. He's not in Spider-Man 2.
He's in a cameo.
No, he's not.
Cameo.
He's not. I don't even think he's in a flat. He might be in a. No, he's in
Check
the
it
mirror.
out.
He's in
His
the
voice is.
He's in the mirror
There
at the
you go.
very end. He's in the movie for 5 seconds, and you count that as your.
I like the second one. Therefore, that's the one.
We can't understand anything you're saying, so we're just assuming that you're giving high praise to all of us, and that. He signed off.
Giving a shout out for Ben.
He's gone. All right, so my number 3. I'm looking. I don't know. I haven't really seen that many movies with him in it, honestly. Oh, he's all right in Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Oh my gosh, in the movie Globe Hunters, he plays something called Hunter. That's kind of funny. So I guess my number 3, I'll probably actually do. All right, Sam, how you sound? I can't hear you if you're talking. Fantastic. So number 3, I'm actually going to do as Boondock Saints because I think that's actually pretty funny. Number 2, I'm going to do. I'm stuck between.
In the middle with you?
Yeah, stuck in the middle with you. Either doing. Probably just do John Wick because I liked him in John Wick. He's kind of this cool little side character. And my number 1's gonna have to be Spider-Man 1. I actually really liked him in Spider-Man 1. I thought he was the perfect villain for that movie.
I left off an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen the movie American Dreams.
Nope.
That's a comedy that's supposed to be kind of a spoof on American Idol, and it's got Hugh Grant and Dennis Quaid, Mandy Moore, and Willem Dafoe plays essentially Dick Cheney's character. Dick Cheney as
Nice.
Instead of being the vice president, though, he's like the chief of staff, and Dennis Quaid is essentially playing President Bush. And It's a very funny movie if you haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Hey, guess what? We have an email.
Holy.
Yeah, we have an email. I sent out. I sent out, as I often do, a Twitter request saying, "Hey, we're doing this movie. What did you think?" And someone sent me an email. His name is Ernesto. Said, about a year ago, I was having, again, this is about Knights of Badassdom. About a year ago, I was having a bout of insomnia. This was the Netflix recommended movie that came up. I love me a good horror slasher flick. Plot not always necessary. I didn't know what to expect, but I loved every minute of it. Well, sir, we didn't.
We shit all over that movie.
We did not. But that's okay. I'm glad you liked it, and I'm sorry you had insomnia. And, of course, that email comes to us at cheapseatreviews@gmail.com, where you may send your emails, and we will read them like that one. In fact, I emailed him back and said, thanks for the email.
Thanks for the email, even though it was so great.
Sorry.
Penis. All right.
Balls.
Balls. Continue.
Yeah, that's it. That's our show. We're done. Out of 10. I mean, I can't wait for
All right,
this.
peace. I'm out.
I can't wait for this section. Out of 10. Remember when I used to assign out of 10 to things? I just realized that I haven't done that in a long time. Andrew, out of 10. What did I used to say?
Empty wallabies?
Yeah. What? I thought they smelled bad on the outside. I don't know.
Yeah. Out of 10. I don't know if you looked at some of the reviews on IMDb, but for some reason there is a following for this movie, and people absolutely love it. And they're getting 10 out of 10 and 9 out of 10. And after reading some of them, I think maybe that I'm starting to side with the people that are on the opposite end of that spectrum.
I mean, I wonder if did they work on the movie? I mean, maybe they worked on it,
I don't know. But I'm going to give this a 3 wallaby carcasses out of 10.
Okay. 3. So you liked
Just a 3.
You liked this movie a little bit better than Knights of Badassdom. That's what you just said to me.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
That's only because you didn't watch all of it.
I'll say I do.
Really? Oh, yeah. I would have rather watched that 6 days a week than watch this ever again.
See, this is more of a meditational film. Mm-hmm. I could put this on the background. I could go to sleep
and fall asleep. That's not the point of a movie.
I think the only reason that I would give it a 3 is because of the music. Because I did enjoy that part of the movie.
The soundtrack was fine.
It was a beautiful movie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Good job.
It was shot very well.
Good job. They got a nice digital camera, and they went to pretty locations. Yeah.
They made good choices.
Good job on not having a shitty, SD camera. But, I mean, that's the only good choice they made, other than hiring Defoe.
Did you notice that their billiards table had, 6 red balls on it?
Oh no, you're being serious. I'm sorry.
That's Aussie rules billiards.
I'm wondering.
Aussie rules.
Yeah, we just
they don't play with pads like we Americans do, and they don't wear helmets. It's okay, sorry.
Yep. And the toilets they flush counterclockwise.
Yeah, that's the thing. Corning.
I'm gonna give it 5.3 out of 10.
5.3? Wow. That's high praise for this movie.
Well, compared to what I gave Knights of Badassdom, I actually did enjoy this more than that movie.
Sorry. Suck it, Sean.
You like this movie more than The Giver.
Yep.
Shit. What have I been doing? I feel like we've been ripping this movie apart for the last hour and 15 minutes. But
those movies just did nothing that I wanted, and this one gave me nothing. There's a difference.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I guess if there's an expectation and it doesn't live up to it, then you're sad. But if there's no expectation, but we all had a different expectation. We all thought this was action, suspense, dude hunting people in the woods. No, this was literally this was the boring parts of Lord of the Rings when they're just camping, or the boring parts of Harry Potter when they're just camping. Like,
so here's the deal. In all of the movies that I Knights of Badassdom, for example, you gave me a Steve Zahn and freaking what's his stuff?
Jack Black.
What's his face?
Well,
should have given me Jack Black and then Shorty.
Peter Dinklage. I mean,
you gave me those people, but you didn't give me a movie.
No, you're right. Again, that movie deserved to be shit on like we did. I mean, that movie was definitely not the case where the sum of the parts was greater than the whatever. The sum is greater than the parts. The parts were better than the sum in that case.
Yes, indeed. But my reasoning is that that's what they gave me, and I got nothing out of it. What they gave me in this one was William Dafoe doing nothing, and he literally did nothing. So it was exactly what they gave me.
Yeah, he did nothing well.
Yeah. He looked longingly into the semi-distance.
I mean, he didn't do that poorly.
Well, no, but
the movie was bland, and I will never watch it again. But it was a bland movie the entire time, without the expectations of it being anything else more than that. I mean, after like 30 minutes, I was like, "Yeah, this movie's done." And it was that way with the Knights of Badassdom. It was geared up to be, it had badass. I mean, in the title, and it was just ass.
Mm-hmm.
So, for this movie, the acting really wasn't bad.
Well, no, again, they had
on anybody's part.
They had fine actors. I mean, they really did. Again, Dafoe was a good actor. Sam Neill. I mean, I totally bought him as this creepy kind of strange uncle best friend guy who we thought
they had nothing to do.
Who had nothing to do, and I thought was going to be a killer, and he made he made a weird noise like this. I mean, so I mean, but
he was beatboxing.
Yeah. So no, you're not wrong. There was really no. I mean, other than like just the random extras that were just like, "Whoa, man, what are you doing here? This is our login stuff." Like those guys, they all sucked. But other than that, no, you're right. There was fine acting. There was just nothing to do. It was just.
Yeah.
It was probably the most boring movie I've ever sat through. Probably
English Patient.
It's been too many years since I've seen that. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you listening can come up with a movie that you think is more boring than this. I would love to hear it. Facebook, email, Twitter, whatever. I don't care. But snail mail, whatever. But I'm not giving you my address.
AOL.
Yeah, AOL Jeff. Let me know what you think in a couple weeks. But like
skywriting over Clemson.
Yeah,
a couple weeks.
Yeah, you can't do it over Clemson. Over the town of Clemson, not the college. You get shot. Sam, you're going to be at a 9.6?
No.
That's what you put in Google, my spreadsheet. Because here's the thing about Google is that it tells me when you do stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He says this every time you do stuff.
I know. It's like,
really?
Yeah.
Like every single time.
Yeah, like when you just wrote what you just wrote, which I'm not going to read.
What did I write there, Sean?
No, I deleted it. So what's your number?
I'm going to do 3.76. 3.76 bullet holes in.
I like
Sean's
how
soul.
you said 0.76 because last week it was 0.75 and you wanted to give it just that much better than Nines. All right.
Not much. But yeah.
I'm going to give this movie a 2.
Damn.
A 2. I flippin' hated this movie. I hated almost all of it. Like
that makes sense.
The 2 is 1 point for Dafoe and his. Again, like Andrew said, he did nothing well. I believed that he knew how to camp and do all the things that they were making him do on camera. So I totally could buy him as a hunter person. And the other 1 point was for the music in the movie. And then that's it. There's no other redeeming factors to this movie at all. Nothing. I hated this movie. It was awful. It was terrible. I was bored. I was grumpy when I got done watching it. So there you go.
So it affected you on an emotional level.
It did. It made me angry and a little hungry. I kind of want something to eat.
Tasmanian tiger steaks?
A freshly grilled something.
Yeah.
You know,
I kind of do.
Like something over a campfire.
I actually could go for like a burger or a steak right now, honestly. at almost.
Yeah, I believe your stomach bug is passing.
Yeah, it has. I feel.
You could get a steak burger.
Oh, I could do a steak.
There you go.
Yeah, from Freddy's.
If I didn't have to get up,
or steak and shake.
I'm sorry. Hold on, Andrew. Do you have a spinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my child's.
No, it's not.
No, it really is.
No, I believe you.
It's sitting on the desk, so I was playing with it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's okay. Parker has one too.
I know he's got like 15 of them.
Isn't that like the new thing?
It is.
Yeah,
and like school,
I don't even know how the hell he got one. I'll be honest with you.
I'm sure.
One day I was looking, like,
I'm sure
how'd you get that?
I'm sure like every one of his little buddies on the soccer team probably bought him one for his birthday. Because like there's a Facebook video of him with like 7 of them. So,
good Lord.
Yeah, like and he does them all like in a row. It's actually kind of funny.
I've just noticed every time I talk, Andrew gets lit up. It's like a light show at Andrew's when I talk.
Well, it's because your camera is because in your camera
See,
Sam, you're all blown out, like it's all white, and so like Andrew's in this dark room. All right, so this is what we're doing. That was it. That was that's our show. Thank you for listening.
That's all of The Hunter. We've spent the last 45 minutes sitting here staring at each other,
looking at and making sticks.
Let's
and
move on.
Poking things.
Yeah.
So next week we're going to do one of two things. We are either going to do We are either going to do Doctor Strange, which is now streaming on Netflix, and I thought
Doctor Strange.
Shut up, Short Round. Oh wait, wrong movie.
Crocky, folks, why don't you do one of my movies?
Ben,
Shut up, Ben.
Ben, we've already done several of your movies, so we're good for it now. The last one we did was that stupid Batman versus Superman, so I'm still grumpy about that.
I reckon I like that movie. I was buff.
You actually were the best part of that movie, honestly.
He was,
in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think we all agreed on that part, that he was probably the better part of the movie. So next week we are doing Doctor Strange. It's streaming on Netflix, and I'm super excited to do it because
something fun.
It'll be something super fun. I can't wait to capture Benedict Cumberbatch doing his best impersonation of Hans Zimmer pretending to be an American. Not Hans Zimmer, Hans Gruber.
I was like,
way to go,
Hans Zimmer is like.
Hans Gruber doing an American accent. Because that's what he sounds. That's what he sounds like.
Mother.
Thank you, Corey. And it's basically going to depend on me and Andrew. If we can watch Logan in the next 7 days, we will do that movie.
I'm going to watch it in the next 7 hours.
And do a spoiler cast for Logan.
I just like to point out, I'd like to be called Old Man Logan from this point forward. Just throwing it out there.
Well, you're younger than I am, so I can't call you that.
I could still be an old man.
By what did we calculate, Corny? You're younger than me.
It's not even a day.
Yeah,
it's
like
not even a day.
It's like 17 or 18 hours or something like that.
Ooh, there is a movie on Netflix called The USS Indianapolis.
Yeah, with Nicolas Cage,
starring Nick Cage.
Oh, can we please?
That's going to be a gem.
Please, can we?
I thought you said we don't want to watch any more shit films.
I mean,
but it's got Nicolas Cage.
It's going to be a super low budget shit film because he needs money and he's trying to get a bankruptcy, so he's just going to.
Those are so good.
Yeah. I mean, I would actually be more inclined to watch something like that than this, because this was like that movie's not going to be art house kind of whatever, right? Like that.
I like a little art house every now and then.
Again, yeah, but I mean, like, look at the last what? I got to get back on my movie list here because so art house. We've had The Hunter. Okay, fine, and then we had Knights of Badassdom, low budget.
Mm-hmm.
John dies at the end, super low budget. So then we get Mortal Kombat and The Giver are two like mainstream, and then we do Kung Fury, low budget. Scott Pilgrim, great. Blazing Saddles, great. Sky High, shit. Lucky Number 11. So basically, we've been on this weird roll since Swiss Army Man, I feel like.
Yep.
I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to do all
But
kinds
that's how many? That's what, one?
It feels like way more than what I came up with.
3 out of the last 12 or so?
Yeah, it feels like more for some reason. Well, since
It hurts more.
one, Swiss Army, The Colony, Kung Fury, John Dies, Knights, and Hunters. So 6 out of what, 12? So half the movies we've done have been like these low budget kind of whatever films. And then we've got some big. But we've got some I mean, so after
we're going to get crunk.
You're not allowed to say that.
We're getting crunk.
That was the whitest crunk I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
I'm here for it.
Yeah, Corny, feel free to
get crunk this afternoon.
Right. I was going to say something. I forgot what it was. Oh, but coming up after either our Doctor Strange or Logan, we've got Enemy of the State. I'm so excited. And then we've got something called The Relic. I don't know what that is. And then we've got 10 Cloverfield Lane and Alice Through the Looking Glass. So we've got some stuff coming up that I'm really excited about. And I can't wait to talk about it. In the meantime, again, normally there'd be music playing here, and there will be in the post. So I don't even know why I'm mentioning it.
Beautiful. Love it.
In the meantime, go to our... okay, guys, thanks. Because when it doesn't match up, it's going to sound like you guys don't know what you're doing. You're like, why are they humming it wrong? It's like in movies when they have people humming to music that's being played, but they're not actually in tune. GoFundMe.com/Cheapseat Reviews to help us out if you want to donate a couple.
I will do no
bucks.
such thing. You said fund.
Yeah, go
My bad.
fund me. Our Anchor app is up, and I post stuff about... I didn't post anything last week because I was dying of stomach-itis. So,
yes.
I needed...
You got the Hershey squirts.
I needed a tummy otomy. Bacchiotomy? Yeah, whatever it's called. Anyway, Anchor app, that's a thing. Check it out. Leave us a review, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, all those fun places. Check us out on cheapseatreviews.com, of course, where you can look at our big heads and see past episodes and things like that. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/cheapseatreviews, and follow us on Twitter @cheapseatcast. That's going to do it for us. So on behalf of Andrew, Corny, Sam, Ben Affleck, this is Sean saying thank you for listening.
See you later, mates. Have a great week.
That's right. See you, Ben. I hope you're not still in the shitter. Have a good night, and we'll see you next week.